all of you damn casuals out there. That's right. It's time again for another UFC full card breakdown. How's everyone doing today? On this Monday, I'm feeling like Garfield. But yeah, we got some fights this weekend. Shout out to Rainier de Ritter. Coming in the UFC, looking like could be the next title challenger. Obviously, he was supposed to take on Anthony Hernandez. Who a lot of people want to see fight Hamza over Rainier de Ritter. But Brendan Allen stepping in on short notice. I like the fight. I think that obviously Hernandez versus de Ritter is a better fight. But yeah, we got some other people on this card, obviously. So let's break it down. By the way, thank you so much to Gio for upgrading his membership to the hardcore degenerate tier. I think he exemplifies that very well. If you guys don't know, Giuliano has a lot of good betting advice videos on his channel, so be sure to stop by and check that out. Good to see Nick, who is probably going to win the Tapology League, all things considered. I mean, he's already got 5 event wins. I don't think anyone's going to catch him for the rest of the year, so what he chooses to do with that $100 is up to him. You win $100 for winning the Tapology League, the most times in a year, by the way. Smoking a blunt. This is a black and mild, my friend. Wine flavored. 323 is card of the year. Let's go. I'm pumped. Well, we're gonna talk about that one when the time comes, Tyler. But for now, we're gonna talk about this Vancouver card. Good to see you though. I got one, and he was in so long before me. Yep, that's true. That's your fault. Slacking. Need 4 more for a draw and 5 to win by the end of the year. Easy. Easy. Wow. He's challenging you, Nick. All right. With that out of the way, why don't we get into the picks for this here card? Your first matchup will be between Melissa Croden and Tainara Lisboa. Unfortunately for these two ladies, I have no idea who these people are. Croden did fight in LFA. She's got quite a few finishes in LFA. Lost by decision to Jacqueline Cavalcante, who is a really good fighter in the women's bantamweight division. Tainara Lisboa did get submitted by Luana Santos in her debut. Wow, she's actually been in the UFC for like almost 3 years. She got submitted by Jessica Rose Clark. Wow, that's not something you see every day. Before that, she fought, looks like, on the Brazilian regional scene. I mean, the women have been showing out for Canada in recent years. I like that Melissa Croden has some KOs on her record. She's also going to be... No, they don't even have her age up here on Topology. What the fuck? Let's see, how old is she? I'm probably going to pick Croden. Now, it is tough, though, because they don't have her age. Weird. Oh, well. Let me see here. It is hard to tell with women's bantamweights how good they actually are because like the level of competition is not very high. But she hasn't, I mean, getting knockouts, getting finishes at this weight class and just in women's MMA in general is impressive enough. So I'll go ahead and give her, I'm going to pick her by decision. Now, it is tough because, you know, Tainara Lisboa got submitted by Jessica Rose Clark. Obviously, that was 2 years ago. Not a great look, but So you might want to go Croden by submission. She has some submissions on her record. So yeah, that'll be my pick is Croden by decision. The Canadian is more manly, so I'll pick her by decision. All right, fair enough. Azamat Bekaev versus Yusri Belgarori. Jeez, what a name. The baby-faced assassin. Wasn't that hasn't there already been a guy with that nickname? Anyway, Azamat Bekaev 20-3 on a pretty damn good run. Got some wins in LFA before he came in the UFC. He is 29. He is 6 foot tall, 72-inch reach. Minus 275 as the favorite. This random guy, he got in on the Contender Series a year ago. I don't even remember this guy. But he did get a knockout. Before that, he fought in. Wow, he already had his chance on the Contender Series. He lost to Marco Tulio, who was pretty damn good. Should give you some idea of the level of guy that he's lost to. He is 33, from the Netherlands, 6'5", man, 79-inch reach, and he trains with Glover and Alex over there in Connecticut. Interesting. I was really high on Azamat Bekaev coming into the UFC. He obviously knocked out Zach Reese rather quickly, and Ryan Loader as well. They're just kind of giving him fresh bodies. I think he will get it done here. He is a guy with heavy hands, good technique. I mean, obviously this guy hasn't been finished. I might go Bekaev by decision, just kind of give this guy the benefit of the doubt. He is a little bit older in the weight class. Yeah, I'm really high on Azamat Bekaev. So I'll be picking him to win this fight. I'm not sure if he gets the knockout. But man, he's been looking really good. Would be sick if he did. Imagine that. He'd be on a 4-fight knockout streak. But I'm really not sure. So yeah, I'll be going Azamat Bekaev here. Bekaev will KO him. He's a lock. First round KO, borderline unfair matchup. Wow, 6'5" at middleweight is a death sentence if you're not Ruzaboyev. Bro, it's a first round KO, 75%. Second round KO, 25%. Bekaev is really good. I got him by KO. Cool. Yeah, again, I'm not 100% confident he'll get the knockout, but like I said, he's that dude. Really high on him at this weight class as well. I'm just gonna tentatively go decision by him. I'm so glad that I run a Topology league now. I'm not like competing to like be the top spot anymore. Just phone it in every time you do your picks. Tyler, do you have Topology? Is that you want to get in the Topology league? It's pretty easy to sign up for if you're not in there already. So Gio wants to hop in the show. Give me 1 second. We can get him in here. Do me a favor, Gio. Just click this link. This will be the easiest way to do it. Yeah, the Topology League is in the description, Tyler, if that's something you feel like you want to do. Yeah, go ahead and click that link so I can delete it really quick. All right, let's do this. How about this one?
Yeah. What's going on, dude? You can by the way, you can turn off the option. Like I'm not gonna stream this on my channel, but like the option pops up. Like you can turn that off, right?
I mean, you can totally if you feel like it.
No, dude. I'm not, dude. I'm not gonna like.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
have
trying
to
to.
agree with it. If it's something you want to do, no problem.
No, dude. No. Like,
I would like to just get the show rolling, if that's okay.
yeah. By the way, okay, all right, let's get it rolling because Stephanie Luciano is gonna win this by decision. I'm trying to get to some difficult ones off the card. I mean, unless you think differently.
You have a pick?
Yeah, Luciano.
Obviously, you have Asmat by first round KO.
Dude, yeah, man. The way he took out Valentine, and Zachary's, Ryan Loder, who knocked out Valentine, he like wasn't any more difficult for him.
That's the first fight of the night.
Dude, I kind of disagree. I think Lisboa, who has a finish in 3 fights in the UFC already, is gonna be. I think Melissa Croden relies too much on her size, kind of like Manon Fiorot does. But like, this is her first octagon fight in the octagon, and it's gonna be the hardest opponent by so far.
By the way, I fucked up and I said she got finished by Jessica Rose Clark. I don't know why I thought that. She submitted.
No, yeah, she subbed right.
I don't think that's super high though, because I've seen.
No, it's not. But she has finishing ability, and she's finished somebody in the UFC, and she's had, I mean, it just like it puts her levels above someone debuting usually. Yeah. I mean, unless you're talking about Beatrice.
Let me just go through the tail of the tape, and then So you already have Luciano by decision. She's 62 overall in her career. She's 3-1-1 in her last 5. 25 years old, 5'6", 66.5-inch reach. So let's see. She got a draw against Talita Alencar.
Yeah, dude, that was infuriating.
Got her get back in the next fight, and then lost the split decision to Sam Hughes, which I actually don't think is bad.
It's not a bad loss.
Sam Hughes, very well-rounded fighter. Kind of stops prospects. Actually, I think she's on like a 3 or 4 fight win streak right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
not a bad one.
Ravena Oliveira lost to Tainara Lisboa, and that was almost 2 years ago. She's plus 275 as an underdog, 28 years old, 5'5", and a 65-inch reach. I'll probably go Stephanie Luciano by decision, but I don't think either of these women are anything. Really good in this division or anything like that. But both of them fair. Like Stephanie's 25, Ravena is 28. I guess fought on the Brazilian regional scene, but nothing too crazy. Already had a loss on the regional scene before she came in. I don't even know why she got in the UFC, but I feel like that happens quite often where we're just not sure how people are even getting in these days. I sent a request to get in Tapology. Cool, I'll accept you into the Tap League, Tyler. All right, Kyle Prepelec versus Drew Dober. Wow,
dude. This is it's an interesting fight because like I'm looking at this and like I didn't realize Prepelec is actually the same age as Dober, and like I mean this poor bastard, man. They threw him. It's like they waited till he was this old to like throw him to the wolves against Benoit Saint Denis. To give Benoit Saint Denis
the way that the show usually works is I'll just like do the tail of the tape and then I'll just throw it.
I'm sorry, man.
Give me your
yeah. No, you're good. Right. Yeah, just tell me what's up.
Okay, so Kyle Prepelec, 18-9, 3-2 in his last 5, plus 350 as the underdog. He's 36 years old, actually a Canada guy, 5'10", 70-inch reach. Drew Dober, man, 27-15. He has won 1 fight out of his last 5, minus 480 as the favorite. 36 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach. So taking a look at the last 5 fights from Drew Dober, he got knocked out by Matt Frivola. He knocked out Glenn, who is like, you guys don't know who Ricky Glenn is? He's like geriatric as far as
he's a terrible fighter.
At the time of Drew Dober knocking him out. Lost to Moicano by decision. He got absolutely destroyed by John Silva. John Silva up a weight class. I think that was on short notice, and then Manuel Torres just knocked him out. And the thing about Drew Dober, he's always in a great fight. You never can count him out. But yeah, he's definitely taken quite a few losses as of late. And then Kyle Prepolek, obviously coming from Unified, he fought on Prospect, and then he got his short notice shot in the UFC against Benoit Saint Denis, a fight in which he actually performed pretty well. What are you thinking is going to happen in this one?
I think Drew Dober's best days are behind him for sure, but I mean, he definitely needs a win. I think he's gonna be headhunting, like just right out of the gate. So one thing, when I was looking at this fight, Prepolek's never been knocked out. He's been subbed, but never knocked out. Like I'm sorry, in his entire career. Um, but bro, it's like if you watch tape on Prepolek, he hasn't really faced anyone who who fights that way. It's like it's like you see a lot of point fighting. Um, he's definitely a decent grappler. I mean, which is relative, obviously, for the UFC. You know, especially against a ranked opponent. Which Silver isn't anymore, obviously, but. I don't think he's ever dealt with like the level of speed and power that Dober just puts on people right out of the gate. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I just think he's not going to be prepared for somebody who's been in the UFC for 10 plus years,
Well, I didn't realize that until Tyler just said something and I looked it up. He actually had 2 fights in the UFC in 2019.
He lost both by decision.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he had a. It's weird too because like he didn't even get a 3-fight contract. But that was I mean, I dug both of those fights up, dude, and he just like I don't know. He's one of those guys that his striking just isn't like on the level of his grappling, and like he also just he doesn't really know what to do when somebody's like just like in his face with a strike heavy style.
Yeah, I mean it's like a must win for Drew Dober. Kyle Prepolek, second UFC run. I mean, obviously the stakes are high for him, but they're definitely much higher for Drew Dober.
They're both 36 too.
Yep.
I
mean, Drew Dober obviously facing the higher level guys, having success against them in some spots, sometimes not. Drew Dober, he's just a fucking scrapper, man. The thing is like he's taken a lot of fucking damage.
He has, but I mean,
I kind of likened it to like Kyle Prepolek's like not somebody who's gonna put a lot of damage on him, but I think he definitely has a chance to win. But I probably will be going Drew Dober. And I think his best bet to win would be like a later round KO. I don't know if he'll come out of the gate and just finish Kyle Prepolek because again he has a cumulative damage as I think somebody like a Drew Dober has. But I think that Kyle Prepolek, I'm not going to count him out in this one entirely.
Yeah, I mean, I had second round KO for Dober just because I think that he's going to be doing nothing but trying to knock him out like so constantly.
Well, I mean, I think I really don't know how much of Drew Dober's ground game we've seen in recent years, but there's a clear path to victory. You just kind of control Kyle on the ground like BSD did, but I mean, Drew Dober obviously is a fighter. So.
He's not. Yeah, I mean, Dober is more of a wrestler, where BSD is BSD has pretty legit jujitsu.
Yeah, Drew Dober's like a wrestle boxer.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah.
So, all right. Danny Barlow versus Jordan Santos. This is taking place at middleweight. Barlow 9-1, minus 275 is the favorite. He's 30 years old, 6'2", 79-inch reach. Jordan Santos 10-2, 4-1 in his last 5 as well. He's plus 225 as the underdog, 28, 6 foot reach or 6 feet tall and a 75.5-inch reach. Obviously training at American Top Team. I don't even know who this fucking guy is. Who the fuck is this? Okay, fight combat league. Won on Contender Series against Will Curry, who I think was like the more hyped guy heading into that matchup. And then he lost the decision to Ozzy Diaz. And by the way, like Ozzy Diaz is absolutely terrible. He was the guy that was supposed to fight Atiba Gautier, but didn't
Yep.
come
Yep.
out because he knew his death was imminent. Danny Barlow has been a very fun guy to watch. He was on a knockout streak that ended with Nikolay Veretennikov. Pretty tough guy. I mean, but it was a split decision win, and then he did take his very first loss to Sam Patterson, who I think is a guy that's looking better and better
Yeah.
as his fights go on. Danny Barlow's gonna win this one, in my opinion.
Dude, Tyler just goes straight to Danny Barlow's gonna win. I think it's just that simple. He's going up to middleweight, like, which is definitely
the question is how, right?
so.
Does he continue the
All right.
knockout streak? I mean, he's going to be up a weight class.
Yeah, I think he definitely does, especially in this fight. Because like, if you remember, I don't know if you remember Ozzy Diaz versus Santos. It was a bit of a robbery, but only by a hair in terms of like, it was literally they were just sloppily. It looked like a fucking fight you'd see outside a pub. Like Ozzy Diaz and Santos are just literally just like throwing, like lobbing fucking overhands at each other. And like say that actually is how Santos always fights. So like, you try to do that with Danny Barlow and you're gonna get fucking chest smashed into like a like just a horrible knockout loss.
Yeah, and I think he'll be up a weight class. He'll have a little bit more power.
Oh yeah.
Santos, how old is he again? 28. I mean, he's got time to develop. He's training at ATT, which is good. But yeah, I think Barlow. I think he's just got power, man. That's undeniable. I'm probably gonna go second round. Just tentatively always go second round when I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Barlow in this one. So
yeah, Tyler's very on point. He said with Leiterman's, like that's true. Like the speed that he had at welterweight is going to carry over. Moving up.
Bruno Silva versus Hyun-Sung Park is the next fight at flyweight. Bruno Silva 14-7-2. He's won 3 out of his last 5, but he is on a 2-fight losing streak. Plus 200 as the underdog, 35, 5'4", 66-inch reach. Hyun-Sung Park 10-1, was undefeated until he ran into Tetsuro Taira. Tetsuro Taira absolutely destroyed him, made it look really easy. Minus 250 as the favorite. 29 years old, 5'7", 66-inch reach. I think, man, Bruno Silva, he was kind of a guy that was like under the radar for me. I didn't really pay much attention until his just spectacular fight with Cody Durden, a fight in which he almost lost until he kind of turned it around and then got the dub. Since then, he's lost to Manel Kopp and Joshua Van, which are literally 2 of the best fighters in the weight class. A lot of power, a lot of hand speed. Bruno Silva had literally no success against Joshua Van, and I thought he would have had some. Before I did pick Joshua Van to knock him out. Hyun-Sung Park never really fought anybody of note. I mean, he knocked out Shannon Ross, which I mean, Gio.
Everyone knocked out Shannon Ross. Everyone.
When was the last time you knocked out Shannon Ross? Because I knocked him out just a week ago.
Bro, I knocked him out this morning, and I knocked him out right before I came on this panel.
Yeah, exactly. It's my point exactly. So, and then he lost to Tetsuro Taira. I got ran through him like a slice of butter. Where Hyun-Sung Park is going to win this fight is on the ground. I don't rate his. I don't think he's like a fantastic striker by any means, but kid's really good. Still super young. I think that this might be. God, it's hard to pick a 29-year-old or a 35-year-old flyweight against a 29-year-old. I think this would be a tough fight. I think I'll probably go Hyun-Sung Park by decision, but dude, Bruno Silva. I mean, he could definitely win this fight. But I did say that against. I said he would give Manel Kopp and Joshua Van trouble. They just fucking ran through him.
I thought so too. I thought he would give Manel Kopp more problems than he did, and Kopp just styled on him, dude. Like, I mean, and what that exposed, especially also after Joshua Van did, knocked him out, as well as that, like, he doesn't transition between grappling and striking very well. I'm talking about Silva, like you know what I mean, like if that makes sense, like he, it's like, if he's on the ground, then he's rolling jiu-jitsu. If he's fucking standing up, he's striking. He's not seamless with it. And I think Park finishes him, dude. I really do. Like,
submits him.
It could be a knockout. I mean, he could, he could soften him up and then and shoot the takedown and sub him as well. Both are definitely possible. It's just like the I'm gonna lean knockout probably second or third round.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean,
I think that's exactly what Hung Sung Park would need to have the fans be interested in him at the weight class. In my current way of thinking about this fight, I just feel like I am gonna give Bruno Silva some credit. I don't think he's completely washed, but I'm gonna just say I'm not that high on Park, and I think Bruno Silva would probably be his toughest opponent outside of Tetsuya Taira, who he just lost to. But that's just my opinion. I would love to see him get a finish because that's what I feel like he needs. Taira would have done the same thing to Bruno Silva. I think Park and Silva are on similar levels, but Park is young, hungry, and Silva's old on the downfall. Sure, he's got Park by finish and probably a late KO. Cool. Nickname +6 points. Good to see you, Matua. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. Charles Jourdain taking on Davy Grant at bantamweight.
This fight.
Yeah, this is a sick fight. Charles Jourdain, 16-8-1. Won 3 out of his last 5. Minus 145 as the favorite. 29 years old. 5'9", 69-inch reach. Davy Grant, 15-7. Won 4 out of his last 5. It's basically a pick 'em for him, a plus 115, slight underdog. He's 39, 5'8", and a 69-inch reach. Man, so this is a sick fight.
It is a sick fight.
Every single
it's
time
such a big.
I'm like, man, Davy Grant, he's old, he's washed. I mean, he just styles.
Dude, he's so durable, though. He's so durable. He
styles on dudes. He literally destroyed Damone Blackshear, and that was just
that was insane, dude. He's such a brawler, and he's so he'll he's got that old man fucking it's like that's all you fucking have, and then hit you back. That's the way he's won a lot of split decisions and close decisions too, is by
I kind of Charles Jourdain, man, he was supposed to be something pretty interesting at featherweight. Didn't have a lot of success there. They gave him that split decision loss to Whitson. I thought he had lost it clearly. And then he loses to John Silva, who I don't think is bad.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Gets a win over Victor Henry, who's a very well-rounded fighter. But I think this is a very similar matchup to the Victor Henry fight.
It is.
The only difference is that I think Davy Grant has a little more dangerous combinations, maybe slightly better hand speed and just better cardio. So this is gonna be a tough one for him. Again, I always fade Davy Grant, and it bites me in the ass. But I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Charles Jourdain. Davy Grant. I don't think Jourdain gets a finish. If he did get one, it'd probably be on the ground. But I'm gonna go Jourdain here, even though again I think Davy Grant has a good chance to win this fight.
Yeah, I think if Jourdain's smart, the key for him is to turn it into a grappling fight at all costs. Even if that means tying Davy Grant up, and just backing up control time, trying to get a sub, because on the feet, Grant just his output's too high. Jourdain's not a bad striker, but he's not.
He has better kicks, and I think that Davy Grant's going to try to crowd the kicker here, and it's going to.
Yeah, exactly. He'll rush in and make it a pocket striking fight, which I mean.
So
Jourdain. I think because Jourdain's fight IQ is pretty fucking decent, dude. He's Gene Silva was gonna kill him no matter what, but the sub he got on Victor Henry was fairly intelligent. Davy Grant is Davy Grant's basically a fucking boxer, dude. He's hard to get down, but Jourdain's an experienced enough grappler that if he game plans properly, he'll find his opening.
Tyler's got Davy by crafty decision. I could see it happening. Brandon
I
Moreno
mean, yeah, he's one.
also the babyface assassin. No, he's not. He's the assassin baby. Assassin baby. Two different things. All right. Next fight is Kyle Nelson versus Matt Favola, who I thought had retired, but apparently didn't. Kyle Nelson 3-1-1 in his last 5. This is a pick'em on the odds. He's 34, 5'11", 71-inch reach. Favola 11, 5-1. He on 2-fight losing streak. 35 years old from Tampa, and 5'9", 71-inch reach. Man. Kyle Nelson, fun fighter at this weight class. He had a really cool 3-fight winning streak that involved Blake Builder, Fernando Padilla, and Bill Algeo, who I actually thought Bill Algeo was pretty good. I think I might have even picked him to win that fight, and then Kyle Nelson kind of ran through him. But either way, like none of those guys are the best fighters in the weight class, or even the best prospects in the weight class. I think they've had we've seen their ceilings already. So I feel like the same with Kyle Nelson. Like losing to Steve Garcia, obviously Steve Garcia is a very dangerous opponent in the weight class.
The beast,
because Matt Favola, I mean, getting smoked 2 fights in a row. He's like a killer be killed kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah, glass cannon.
I'll probably have to go Kyle Nelson by decision, just
Really?
by way of not taking as much damage as Matt Favola. And he might actually end up getting a late finish against him. But I think if you go for Vola, I think he's got like 1 round to knock out Kyle Nelson, and then
yeah,
go down significantly. So.
Dude, I think you're wrong. I think Frevela, I got Frevela by first round knockout. Like, I mean, like you said, he's got 1 round, and he really is a glass cannon, bro. This is like the white Terrence McKinney. Like, yeah, he's gonna
shit out of Terrence McKinney. It's a brutal knockout.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, and like both. I mean, they're both like I said, glass cannon is the expression. But I mean, I think he knocks. I think he puts it on Nelson. Like, I think both of them are gonna sort of try to do the same thing to each other. The 2 inches of height with the same reach actually probably does actually matter because, like, yeah, I mean, there's just more of Nelson to hit. Like, and just the way they both fight. Like, I think it's I mean, and Frevlin needs to win. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I just don't think Nelson's as dangerous.
Sure, that's fair. How much damage is Bruno Silva going to take this year? What's up, Plant Base? Good to see Ben.
Yeah, they really have. Yeah, Jesus.
They went to the retirement home and pulled out 2 random patients.
Bro, right? Yeah.
Something, guys. Luciano should win. Blah blah blah. Tyler might not be calling up.
Yeah, Matua, we know, dude.
I think he's way far behind. I'm 7 feet tall. Giuliano's audio is kind of messed up. It always is every single time.
No, it's because I'm downstairs. Let me go upstairs.
I'm gonna actually pick Kyle Nelson here. I'm gonna pick him by decision. Again, because I'm not sure exactly how he did that. So anyway, next fight, Cody Gibson versus Arichi Lang. Wow.
I hate this fight so much.
What? I mean, guys have been in the UFC forever, and man, this is a hung fight for sure. Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson. 21-11 is the record for Cody Gibson. He has won 2 out of his last 5. This is a pick'em, and as it should be. He's 38 years old, 5'10", and 71-inch reach. Arichi Lang, 25-12 is the record for him. Check this out. He's 2-1 in his last 5. 32 years old, 5'7", and a 39-inch or 69-inch reach. Sorry. Man, when is the last time we even saw Arichi Lang? A year ago against.
Yeah, he lost to Rosas. Yeah.
He got a decision loss to him. He got kicked in the dick. Somebody got kicked in the dick in this Daniel Marcos fight. Beat Johnny Munoz Jr., got knocked out by Ayman Zahabi, and then beat Jay Perrin. So he doesn't have a notable win on his record in the past fucking 3 years. Cody Gibson, on the other hand, I mean, this guy, he's got all the skills. He's got pace, good everywhere, but he's just getting old, and he never really has been. He's always been very well-rounded, but never had like an X factor. to get him, doing well enough. Had a really good fight with Brackettona. Lost to Miles Johns, who's a good fighter. 2-fight winning streak against Kelleher, who was just absolutely washed by this point. And then he beat Chad Angheliger. But then he did get submitted by Damone Blackshear via Kimura. I mean, I'm going to pick Cody Gibson here by decision. It's not going to be easy. He's going to have moments where it looks like maybe he's hurt, or like, Arichi will have some moments of success, but ultimately I think Cody Gibson probably wins 30-27 unanimous decision.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Gibson. I think it's just a size thing. Like, I mean, like Gibson's gonna try to get him down over and over, and will probably succeed.
Matu is saying my audio is low. Okay.
Dude, Matua's don't pay attention to Matua.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Anyway. Next thing you know, Randy Couture will be on this card. Sam Hughes is real good. She is. But Matua, you are way behind, dude. Like, just try to go live. Watch it.
Dude, Matua, click the shit that says live. He won't hear this because he's not. Because he's in the past.
Exactly. It's Skate and young Q Neutron. Wow. Jimmy Neutron's dad is what he's saying you look like. I think that's...
Oh, yeah, my hair's fucked up. I woke up like this.
That could work. Good to see you, Denial. How you doing, man? All right, next fight is a very interesting one at flyweight. Manon Fiorot versus Jasmine Jasdavicius. What a sick fight, man. Manon Fiorot, 12-2. She is 4-1 her last 5. Minus 235 is the favorite. 35 years old, 5'7", 66-inch reach. Jazzy J, 14-3 on a 5-fight winning streak in the last 5. Plus 90 as the underdog, 36 years old, 5'7", 68-inch reach. I mean, clearly this is striker versus grappler. Jasmine Jasdavicius has some skills on the feet. Most of her good work is done on the ground. My thing about Manon is I actually thought she could have won her fight against Valentina. A lot of people at the time were like, what are you talking about? Like, Valentina clearly won. I'm like, I don't know. The fight kind of sucked.
Well, yeah, you could compare it to Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski, where it's like Valentina she's old and like just kind of just point fought her way to a decision. But that being said, dude, like I think Firo is like been able to like it's a size thing. Like when she fought Aaron Blanchfield, like she just marauded, and just being bigger. I mean, Jasmine's the same height, and Jasmine tears people to the ground and subs them. Like,
right? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Striker versus grappler. I mean, again, like me saying like she arguably beat Valentina, even if you don't agree with that. Like, she made it very competitive with her. That gives me pause about picking Jasmine, but I do just have a feeling that Jasmine will be able to implement her game. The thing is like I just don't really think she can hang with her on the feet. So this is a tough one for me, man.
I don't think Jasmine,
but I don't know, man. I think Manon Fiorot could easily win this fight.
I mean, I don't know if she could easily win, dude. Like, she'd have to keep it on the feet, which means not getting, like I mean, if she even winds up in a clinch with Jasmine, she's gonna wind up on the ground. And I mean, I think Jasmine's gonna know that, and she's gonna be looking for openings.
I want to look into something. Could you read Denial's comment for me?
Let me see. Off subject news of the day is Triple C about to get KO'd by a dude that has probably been triple D. So,
hilarious.
Tyler Jazzy J is bad to the bone, man.
I gotta put my investigative glasses on for this, so I want to pull something up here.
Dude, Denial's absolutely right. By the way, he goes, "Fuck Manon. She fights too safe and bores me. She let Rose win around with one hand." Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
Strikes landed per minute for Manon, 5.5, 3.7, almost 4 for Jasmine. They both have similar striking absorbed. This is what interests me though, is the takedowns that Jazzy lands per 15 minutes is about 2. So she'll at least take her down at least twice, most likely in this fight. Takedown defense for men on Furo, 87%, and Jazzy's only 40% accurate, and then that definitely interests me. She doesn't really go for submissions; she's more of a ground and pound type of fighter, which I like a lot.
Although she has
according to those stats, I think Jazzy easily secures one round. This is going to be a close one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think, though, it's like, I mean, think about who Manon's, the stats, you know, it's like, who has she fought? I mean, Erin Blanchfield is the only grappler, and, like I said, Thoreau's size.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. In her last five, Jennifer Maya, who was really good at the time she beat her, wasn't much of a takedown or submission threat, and neither was Caitlin and Rose.
Yeah, Rose is not at all. And then,
dude, she shit the bed in that fight, man. I was so bummed.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just, she got, I mean, you know, it's like you try to take down someone who's that much bigger than you, who's like standing, you know, like she's positioned to not get taken down. Just made it her fight.
Right. So who are you picking in this one?
I got Jasmine, but by decision because, you know, like I mean, you know, she would have to really she'd have to get her down and really put it on her. It's like when she beat Mayra Bueno Silva, you know, like that was you know, it's like you know, every time they wound up on the ground, you know, yeah, I mean, Bueno Silva took her down one time and she reversed it and passed her guard really easily. But yeah, no, I got Jasmine for sure.
Cool. Maybe put a prop on split might be the smart play. Marlon Vera versus Eamon Zahabi at bantamweight. Wow, this would be a good fight. Cheeto, 23-10 and 1. He has won 2 out of his last 5, plus 120. Close to a pickup. 32 years old. 5'8", 70 and a half inch reach. Eamon Zahabi on quite the roll here. 37 years old, 5'8", 68 and a half inch reach. Man, what a sick fight, man. This is a really, really solid fight. You obviously have 2 quite exceptional strikers. Eamon Zahabi. This is tough for Cheeto Vera because I would say this is not only is this the fighter with the least name value he's fought in quite some time, but
he's ranked. He just beat Aldo.
What?
I said he's ranked. He just beat Aldo, but I mean, I guess yeah.
Okay. The issue with Cheeto in his fights is the lack of volume, right? And Eamon Zahabi, I mean, he's got power and he does have volume. He's going to be probably the one pressuring Marlon the whole time. And Marlon, the thing is, he wins a fight he loses the whole fight until he just doesn't, right? Like against Dominic Cruz, he lost the entire fight and then knocked him out, broke his fucking nose with a kick. And Pedro Munoz, a guy who does even less in a fight, is the guy who he beat recently. Man, I don't know, man. Obviously, we know Marlon has an iron chin. I don't think he gets knocked out.
Yeah, he got dropped for the first time.
Does Cheeto knock out Eamon Zahabi? I don't think he does. So it just I think Eamon Zahabi wins the decision here. He's gonna have more volume. Man, this is a tough one.
It's such a bitch. It's such a bitch to figure out. But I mean, I'm leaning Zahabi. His age concerns me slightly, but also, I mean, you know, age, it varies between fighter, right? So if you think about Cheeto, you think about most of his finishes, dude. Think about how relatively long ago they were. His last win is a decision against Pedro Munez, and then I mean, he got he's got. O'Malley did bag work on him, and then fucking Figueiredo, his whole thing was I've never been dropped, and then Figgy did it to him in his last fight. Although he did win a round, but that was because that was because it was purely on the feet, and that was basically on points. So yeah, I mean Zahabi fights weird too. He can be a weird unorthodox striker.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, it's
like you said, he just beat Aldo. I think this is a similar-ish matchup.
I mean, dude. Aldo in his like old age was definitely like, I mean, as diminished or whatever as he might have been, it's like the way that Aldo, Aldo would strike like he would just shoot like a K, like he would just strike with power unexpectedly. Like he had a very controlled style where he'd get power on shit that people wouldn't expect. And I just don't think Cheeto has like he's not really exceptional anyway, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He just has power, and he has power with a lot of different kinds of strikes too. But if you can put the pressure on him most of the fight, like Corey Sandhagen did, which by the way, that should have never been a split decision. It was a clear win for Corey Sandhagen, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Zahabi's Joyride ends now. Statistically, sorry. Marlon long overdue for a KO. He's the type of to find one against a goofy motherfucker like Zahabi. Also, Denial says, age ain't nothing but a number is what Jay always says.
What shit? Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's what he told the FBI. Jesus
Christ. Mystic, what's up, man? He says, congrats on the big win Saturday. I am not Michael Aswell, and thanks for leaking the Josh Van news. Yeah, I'm not fucking Michael Aswell. That's not me. Anyway.
Yeah, Idaho and Michael Aswell are just friends. They're not fucking.
Oh my god. So you are picking Eamon by decision. Gio. Hello.
Yeah, I think your shit's glitching for a sec.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You're picking Eamon Zahabi by decision.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't. I just think Cheeto's like he just ain't what he used to be, bro. Like like in his prime, he would have been.
That's man. He took a year off. He was super active quite some years ago. But
dude, in his prime, he would have finished Pedro Munez, and even that fight's 2 years ago. You know.
Sure. All right. Your co-main event. Kevin Holland versus Mike Malott. Oh my god.
Holland.
Kevin Holland is 28-14. 2 fights. He has won out of his last 5. It's close to a pick'em. 32 years old, 6'3", 81-inch reach. Mike Malott, 33 years old. He has won 4 out of his last 5, 12-2 overall, and 1. 6'1", a 73-inch reach. Man, Mike Malott. I was never super high on Mike Malott. Lost to Magny late in the fight. Had a strange performance against Trevin Giles. And then he did what he should have done, and he knocked out Charles Radke. It looked like he had that killer in him. I think that's a big confidence boost for him. But Kevin Holland, man, I mean, here's a guy who I always say he will get a win once in a while, but he's mostly going to lose most of his fights. It's a tricky one for me. What do you got?
I think he's better at welterweight, Kevin Holland, right? I think D-Rod was super underrated. People, but also, obviously in his last fight, but that was a fucking brawl, dude. That last fight, Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. Mike Malott, I feel like has always been, he was overrated as fuck. The Magny fight was weird. I thought the fucking Trevin Giles fight was ridiculous. It was like Paul Craig versus Bo Nickel, dude. Like Malott was like a step ahead, barely, and I mean Radke was fighting, I think for the first time up a weight class, and I think on short notice in that last fight. So it's like you kind of got tossed to Malott. Also, that was if I'm not mistaken, that was in Canada too. So they just wanted to.
I think it was.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, Kevin Holland ain't Charles Radke, bro. It's like, I mean, Kevin Holland beats Neil Magny. I mean,
which fucking Kevin Holland shows up to this fight, right? Is it you never know which fucking Kevin Holland is going to show up.
You're right.
What's easy though for me is I I do a way better job like knowing what's going to happen in a Kevin Holland fight in the first 2 minutes, right? Like
Oh
because
yeah,
you know
yeah.
which one showed up that day.
Well, actually, dude, yeah. I mean, it's like you think so, but then it's like you watch the D-Rod fight, and it's like, fuck. Like, I mean, he got him in the second round. I mean,
The
it
hard
just
no, it's like either Kevin Holland wins this fight by Dars or by knocking out Mike Malott, right? Like at some point in the fight.
yeah,
Other than
yeah.
that,
By
Mike
finish,
Malott,
he ain't gonna win. Yeah,
Mike Malott is a way stronger wrestler than him. Is more willing to have a wrestling match with somebody.
yeah, but,
Um,
yeah. But
I think
then,
that Mike Malott could probably hang in the striking with Kevin Holland, but Kevin Holland throws those unorthodox
yeah,
shots just out of
yeah.
nowhere, and he could hurt Mike Malott.
I think also Holland.
I'm probably just gonna have to pick the safe, more consistent route, which would be Mike Malott by decision. But I don't know which fucking Kevin Holland shows up for this fight.
Dude, I think that I think it's like almost impossible for Kevin Holland to lose this fight. Like, honestly, just because it's like, okay, so he, if I'm not, before D-Rod, if I'm not mistaken, his fight before that was the RDR loss, right? Or no, he subbed Vicente Luque. He beat Vicente Luque.
Yeah, Holland lost D-Rod by decision 2 months ago. Sub Luque beat Gunny.
Oh yeah, Gunnar Nelson
got TKO'd by Ruben Delidze in a very.
Dude, he's about to have 6 fights in a year, isn't he?
Huh?
Wait, no, 5. Kevin Holland. He's about to this 5th fight this year. Yeah, and yeah, he fights so often, dude. Like so the Delite, breaking that down, right? Like Delite and DeRitter both 185, right? Like I said, Kevin Holland's just obviously better at 170. I mean, yeah, I mean Gunnar Nelson's just not good, but yeah.
I'd say he's a one trick. I wouldn't say he's not good. I'd say he's a one trick pony.
Yeah. He's just not like. I mean, a lot of that has to do with Kavanaugh being his coach. It's like when Johnny Walker was getting coached by Kavanaugh, it's like, he racked up like some unimpressive decision wins, but but anyway, like, yeah, dude, I think Holland's like better everywhere, dude. It's like, I mean, Mike Malott, I mean, he's not going to knock Kevin Holland out. Like, it's not going to be some early knockout. I mean, he can wrestle, but Holland can, with jujitsu, he can scramble that into a fucking. He'll take the back before all of a sudden Malott's not gonna know what to do. On the feet, I think Holland's better. I mean, he's got his reach, and like he has it's like you were saying though, dude. It's like, I mean, Kevin Holland has a tendency to rage quit, like he did against MVP. Where it's like, it's like halfway through the 3rd round, he knows he's down, and he's just like does this shit where he's like, yeah, like I wasn't even trying to fucking win. Fuck this shit. Like, how did that happen against Mike Malott though?
Right.
Like, yeah.
How do you have Kevin Holland winning?
I have him winning by knockout. Just because it's just more like, I mean, obviously, like you said, it's gonna be a knockout or sub. I say knockout just because, like, even, there's more of a chance of it. Just like, if they're on the ground, like the ground and pound, but even if he takes the back, the ground and pound from behind, is going to be there. I mean, he could get a sub. It's certainly not impossible, but I think he finishes him a lot.
By the way, Wyatt, good to see you, Wyatt. Giuliano, his audio on his phone is never gonna be fixed. It's impossible. I get a new phone, new mic. Sorry about that. They want Holland to be a star so bad. They said, "Here's a human punching bag, son. Go play with this, and we'll make you a highlight to go viral for us." Wow. Ben says Mike zero aura Malott, and he says he's massively overrated. Mike Malott, Mike the mallet head. Just pick the underdog in this one. Mike's going to hug and sub in the first round. It's going to be a funky war, but why though? People said the same thing about D-Rod. Good to see Nos Dog. He says Kevin Holland is shit.
What's up, Nos Dog?
Kid's got a glass jaw. I think his goal is 6 fights this year, and he still has 2 months to go to get the 6th fight after this one. Can you imagine?
Marab with that fourth fucking title defense, but it's insane, bro.
So you got your main event, RDR versus Brendan Allen. It's supposed to be Anthony Hernandez versus RDR, which would have been a much more interesting fight.
Much better, yeah.
For that reason, I think RDR is going to win. I'll explain why. Let me break this one down though. 21-2 is the record for RDR. Fantastic record. Won all his fights in the UFC.
Only two losses only to Anthony Malakin, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. 20. Yeah. He's minus 210 as the favorite. 35 years old. 6'4" and a 78-inch reach. Brendan Allen 25-7. He has won 3 out of his last 5. Plus 170 as the underdog. 29 years old. 6'2", 75-inch reach. Let's see. So Brendan Allen's last 2 losses were to Hernandez and Imavov. I thought that the Imavov fight sucked ass.
Yeah, dude, Brendan Allen does not. He doesn't make it easy, bro. He doesn't give a highlight reel finish to anybody. I mean, not since Curtis and Strickland both not. I mean, those are the only people that finished him. That was 4 and 5 years ago. I mean, Allen is a problem.
Hernandez just out Hernandezed him, right?
Yeah.
The guy that I always thought fought at an extremely high pace.
He does.
But then he fought Hernandez. I don't know. Like ever since then, I've just like, man, what happened to his pace? I think he's just fighting.
I think that has more to do with Anthony Hernandez being really good than it does with,
Yeah. I kind of lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, but I mean, Allen's a really well-rounded fighter. Good on the ground. Good on the feet. RDR, he's so tricky. He's got this really weird style of striking. Uses those step-in knees a lot. I honestly don't think Brendan Allen has a chance to beat RDR. I just don't fucking see it. There could be a chance that Allen hurts RDR, but I don't think there's ever a time where like RDR's in that much trouble where he's about to get finished or anything. So I'm gonna go RDR here. I do like Tyler's pick of like a late finish for RDR, but I'm gonna just go ahead and ride with him via decision. Yeah. And I think that a sub is more than likely.
I really don't think a sub, dude. Like, I mean, I think I have RDR by decision too. I think, dude, RDR did not do. I mean, okay, I think it was retarded that it went to split decision against Whitaker. RDR clearly won that fight, but dude, like,
I'm a huge Robert Whitaker fan. I think everybody knows this by this point. I did not see Whitaker winning that fight by split. I didn't give him the fight on any scorecard. I don't know how you could have. UD for RDR.
Yeah, exactly. And like also though, I mean, Whitaker adjusted and started to do better. I think he dropped him at one point. And I mean, as difficult of a fighter as RDR can be to prepare for, like Brendan Allen is just like, he makes it difficult for, like I said, he makes it difficult for everybody. Like, I mean, Marvin, dude, he thrashed Marvin Vettori around recently, but Marvin Vettori is kind of shit, but he almost finished Marvin Vettori, who's very, very durable. He's like the opposite of a glass cannon. He just fucking, never finishes anybody, never gets finished. But Allen, dude, he's not to be underrated, man. He like, and the reason I don't think a submission is going to happen is because, Allen's grappling is so good. Like, I don't, and I think, like, DeRidder's knees are just, like, the way, we did that post show after DeRidder fought Whitaker with your boy, and, like, he made a really good point where he said, like, if somebody slips, a strike, like a punch from DeRidder, they're about to eat a knee, which is, and that kind of striking, like, it's it makes him very hard to prepare for. I mean, Allen does, he is really good everywhere, though. I mean, and, he's good at catching people off balance, and taking them to the ground. I don't know if RDR. I mean, if it winds up on the ground, dude, it's like RDR. I don't know. It's like his like, is he able to scramble? Like,
Yeah.
is he able to deal with like, somebody who's like active? It's like, what I mean by active is like, as soon as something's on the ground with Allen, he's looking for stubs.
Mm.
It's a trickier fight than people think. A lot of people are just locking RDR and like predicting finishes, and
Yeah, I think I got RDR by decision. I think
yeah,
Allen's
me too.
a good enough opponent to hang in there with RDR all 5 rounds. But
Yeah, I think so too.
clear unanimous decision win for RDR.
Yeah,
I think the fight's actually. I think this whole card is gonna suck ass. Honestly.
I mean, okay. So fights I'm excited for. I want to see Bakoyev. I love watching Bakoyev knock people out. It's especially knocking out the 2 guys from Tough, because like Tough's become such shit, and like and he just finished both of them. And also let me Kevin Holland. I mean, like I hate Mike Malott. I like Kevin Holland. Which is, I mean, dude, it's like I don't bet or do predictions based on emotion. But I'm excited to see Kevin Holland, like, possibly and probably artfully finish Mike Malott. I mean, I'm trying to think, dude. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to be like good cop for the UFC on this card, though.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. But I don't know. You never know. It's always the ones that you think suck.
What was the last good Canadian card? Honestly,
doesn't exist.
Not.
They always do this so dirty.
I mean, dude, it's like, okay, well, JDM got he beat Bilal, like, and that was in Canada, but
the
like,
fight to me on this card is fucking Jasmine Jasavicius and Men on.
That's okay. I was thinking there's another one. That's a good fight. That's a great fight, actually, dude. I think Jasmine fights for the belt soon. I mean, I think she beats Fiorot and probably fights for the belt next.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Maybe against
Valentina got to get their business settled, but cool. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. Do you have anything else to say regarding this?
Yeah. One other thing is Contender Series finale tomorrow is gonna be sick.
Yeah. Let's go. Are you gonna have a betting advice video, a prediction video for that?
I normally don't do. I mean, I cover them normally, but I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe should I? I don't know. Are you? Are you gonna do a prediction video, or are you gonna cover it? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I always cover Contender Series, but I don't do prediction videos or anything like that because I don't know shit about any fighter on the card. So
it's like they're giving Vidal, who pulled that upset earlier this same season. They're giving him the main event again, Freddie Vidal. Who's like he's like a gym teacher or whatever. He's 31 and only 4-0, counting that finish he got. This dude he's fighting, Levi Rodriguez, though, is fucking dangerous. I think Rodriguez wins. But anyway, yeah, dude, sorry.
Oh, you're good. So tomorrow, I'll be covering Contender Series here on the channel. Wednesday is a live chat. You guys know what it is. I gave you basically 7 days of content around here. So appreciate everybody who is a member. Trying to give you guys
like and subscribe. Idaho. Combat Casual. Dude's been putting in overtime.
Damn straight. All right, cool, man. Well, I'm gonna wrap this one up, and we'll see you Contender Series. Go check out Gio's YouTube channel for Contender Series. You want to go ahead and drop the link to your channel in the private chat, and I'll post it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
All right, later, man. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Gio, for hopping on the show. Thank you guys for watching the show. I'm gonna try to come out with a video off of my predictions, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably be uploading it tomorrow morning. So yeah, see you guys for Contender Series, and we're gonna wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it